What are you doing, baby? Can you make a whistle? What? I don't know if you. Ooh. Ooh. There it is.
There you go. Good job.
Good job, baby. You're blowing the whistle. We are beginning today's video with an unboxification. So I am just coming off the week of the launch of Intel's 10th gen stuff, and this is a CPU. I'm not going to be doing anything with it today, but I wanted to show it to you guys because it was one of the only ones that was available right at launch. This is the i5-10400. It is not unlocked for overclocking, but it's a 6-core, 12-thread processor, and it's only $195. Now just imagine if this had a K on the end, or if it just didn't need a K on the end in order to be overclocked, how much of an exciting product this would be for about $195, which is what it costs at retail. If you could just pair it with like a Z490 board, like for $160-ish and make a gaming PC. Wouldn't that be sweet? Wouldn't that be awesome? What do you think, Hana? Obviously she agrees. Excellent! So guys, it's Saturday as of the beginning of this video, and just to let you know what you're in store for, I haven't done many updates on like our house after the remodel and everything, so gonna do a bit of an update there. I do have some projects that I'm hopefully gonna take care of today, and I also have an end goal in mind, and you guys maybe already know if I was successful there, because my end goal is to set up a gaming live stream that will allow me to just take a couple hours and just play some video games without too much else going on. So I will be setting up for that later on in this video. But for starters, I need to open up this long box here because our kitchen, which is over here, which is clean, dirty, I don't know, it's mostly clean. There's some stuff going on because my wife is setting up some returns over here. But this is our window to the front, and it's just covered with some plastic, which is kind of the glaringly unfinished part of our just recently remodeled kitchen that we would like to put back in order. And look who's also decided to say hi again. Hana, it's nap time. Do you want to take a nap? No. No, of course you don't. So here goes unboxing number 2. Unboxings are really much easier if you use 2 hands. So this is a shade, it's retractable, and it was ordered from Home Depot, and it took about a month to get here because we had to order it to the custom size and also because of ongoing pandemic stuff that is causing delays. Let's give it that first important test though, and it's too long.
What?
Well, shit. Okay, maybe it's not actually too long, it just has a big blob of extra packaging there at the end, so let me get that off. Fortunately, we have these detailed instructions here. Looks like we got the standard brackets. Oh yeah, let's do another length test. Oh look! Look, it fits. It fits. I can measure things with some degree of accuracy. That's much better. Mostly level. So they mentioned everything being level up there is very important, so I think I can maintain things pretty level while also just going with the frame of the window as is. There is a link to a YouTube video here which I pulled up, which was somewhat helpful, but it's mainly because of these brackets here. I couldn't quite figure out whether they should be mounted vertically to like the top there, or it should be mounted at the side like that. Maybe even like that, but it seems like vertical is the way to go. And that little notch just kind of sits in there, and then the other side kind of locks it in place. So really it's just a matter of figuring out exactly where I should mount these brackets and keeping them level. I've got my spots marked for where I need to drill the holes to mount the brackets. I used science and the utmost precision. Always drill pilot holes. I couldn't quite do my pilot holes all the way because I was right up against the side, and you can see I scuffed up the side there a little bit. It's okay though, I have paint. I can paint over all this stuff. I'm totally gonna do that once I'm done. Right, so in retrospect, it probably would have been good to put some tape down here to protect this part of the inside of the window, but that's okay. There is some metal flashing up above this. That's why I decided to use this nail instead of a pilot hole, just so I could punch through that and then hopefully get the screw threaded through there too. I guess bracket 1 is installed. Cool. I don't know why this felt more challenging than it should have been. I was only screwing in 4 screws, but getting them in the right place and getting them level and getting them mounted through flashing that might be around the edge of the window, that was the challenging part. And of course, not being able to drill pilot holes right up against the edge. But not to be too optimistic, I'm going to do a test fit and see if I did a good job. So the bracket mounting was successful, but it is slightly off when it comes to being level. We can tell, particularly when it's all the way down, it's just not sitting exactly the way it should. So I just got some gaff tape and stuck it up on this bracket to sort of raise it up ever so slightly, and hopefully that will fix it.
Ta-da!
So there is our successfully installed window shade DIY, which is why there is, it's pretty good. Like there's the tiniest little gap over there, and there's a little bit less over there, right? I could even prop that up a little bit more, but I'm just happy to say that project 1 for today is a success. Good job, me. Whew, goes right back up. While we are out here though, we have been using our kitchen and it's really nice, and right now it's yes being used. Like these are the dishes from this morning when we made breakfast that couldn't be put in the dishwasher. We love our dishwasher too, but I had a request in the video about the remodel and everything to show this magic corner back here, because these are our cabinets. Got some drawers, got some regular cabinets, got this, and this would go back into the corner and you'd often lose that space back there. You'd have to figure out a way to use it. This is just a child safety lock. This is a rubber bumper we put because it comes back here and actually hits the sink, and we don't want a dent forming right there. But here's the magic corner. Basically, it's a wire rack thing with pull-out shelves so you can see what's in there. Once you've pulled this one out, and make sure to pull it out all the way so it doesn't hit this one when you slide it, but you can slide it over to the side. And then you can pull this one out. And then you have a whole nother set of racks that tuck back into the corner, and you can actually access those and make use of it. So that's the magic corner. I think it was like $450. It's kind of expensive. On the plus side though, these racks do have soft close, or soft, kind of like the drawers when you push them back in, so that's convenient. And there it goes. Nice, especially when you have a big stack of glass bowls in there. Okay, the next order of business is going to be to work on the living room out here. We have Hana's domain right there, all of her toys. The corner over there, which is what I want to work on. This is the couch, which is Hero's domain, of course. And then we have the dining room table, complete with supplemental 240 Hertz gaming setup. But over here is where the HTPC will be eventually wall mounted. I'm not doing that today because I got to worry about shelves and all that kind of stuff, and that's going to be a significant project. My wife has been watching Overwatch League, by the way. Right now the TV is just running off of a laptop though, and that's also the laptop that I usually use to run my teleprompter. So when I've needed it for a teleprompter, I've had to pull it out of here. So it'll be convenient to get the HTPC back out here, even if it's not wall mounted, just set up. Also, we don't need this lamp here anymore, so I can get rid of that and start working a little bit on how I'm gonna have all of the cabling and networking stuff and all that stuff that's gonna be back over here set up. Short-term goals though is just get the HTPC back out there and replace that laptop, and then also probably, I think I can do the wall mounting for that gate. Also, I will need to do this while watching Hana because my wife stepped out to do some essential shopping. Yes. And look, she's already asserting her dominance. I should really clean up out here in the garage. The HTPC has been over here by the Christmas decorations. Holding up okay. A little close to the ground. I have managed to hopefully not kick it while it's down there, but need to pull this out and dust it off. I thought it was going to be dustier than this, but it's actually not in too bad a shape. I'm just going to give it a wipe down with a slightly damp cloth, and then a quick dusting with my little duster brush here, and maybe the help of the vacuum. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
No.
Oh, no, baby. No, Hana. No. No. Okay. Kind of rearrange things so I have a little workspace over here, and first things I need to do is remount this to the wall because it's just been kind of hanging there for a while. I had a momentary freak out, but fortunately I do believe all is well. This is where the internet comes in, our fiber internet. I'd been moving this thing around during the remodel and everything. A couple times the internet went out. I had to move it again, and then the internet would come back. When I got it mounted to the wall just now, the internet went out again. Then I unmounted it, and then I shifted it around, and the internet wouldn't come back. Fortunately though, I figured out how to remove this plastic piece from down here by removing that screw, and where the wires come through from the wall right there, this entire block was just unplugged. So I pushed that back in, and now hallelujah, the internet works again. I'm gonna remount this and let's move on.
No, we were just.
Next I get to untangle all this mess. I have secured a power strip to the back of this desk with some tape, a twist tie, and a bit of actual rope. I have now populated the power strip, and even though I have 3 massive wall warts on there, I've made use of pretty much every single plug. There's one more right there, but I could even plug into that if I had another plug like this one. I'm very proud of myself. So this isn't perfect cable management because this is only temporary, but I think I have everything set up. Routers and whatnot are all plugged in there and routed back behind there, and you can see some cables of course, but again, only temporary. These are actually some really nice speakers we're using with Bluetooth, but I've got enough space there to put the HTPC up, and just gotta plug in the computer. Wait, the TV. That's a TV. Just getting stuff plugged in. My I/O is down here at the bottom, and fortunately I did give a bit of clearance there for this type of situation where it's sitting flat on a surface. Got my SATA cables coming out here so I can plug my drives back in, but an interesting thing with the GPU mounted, there's not quite enough clearance for me to get under there and plug in the HDMI. So I unmounted the GPU so I can plug in the HDMI cable and then re-plug it in. We're ready to fire her up. It's looking good. Actually, it is looking good. If you're worried because no fans are spinning, it's because that's the whole idea here. No fans need to spin. No fan. It's quiet. Of course, it was in the middle of Windows updates apparently when I shut it down last. Oh, that was quick. It is Sunday morning now, and I'm happy to say that the project over in the corner was successful yesterday. Look at that. We got the cage, everything protected behind it. Even managed to pop the fan back there so that Hana can't get at that and try to poke her fingers into it. And everything's functional, and it's great to have the system back up and running. I'm already noticing when playing back, especially like 4K footage over here, it's a lot better at it. So I did endeavor to get my live stream set up last night, and yes, this is totally a complete mess out here still. I make no apologies for that because I haven't tried to clean things up. Ignore all that, don't worry about it. But there's always a question when I stream, should I sit over here? This is where Arctic Panther usually is, but I use this as my streaming PC, and the smoothest way for me to stream with gaming and streaming in particular is to use this as my streaming system since I have 4K capture cards set up back there. So, got my camera, that's gonna point at me right there. I will be playing a game on this stream, which is gonna be Civ 6. This is just a 4K 60Hz monitor. It's Civ 6, so I don't need a high refresh rate, but the 4K is nice. This is sourced from Arctic Panther, which is down here. Arctic Panther is looping its video signal through this monitor and then the pass-through back to this monitor. I can use these monitors for the streaming system to monitor what's going on the stream chat and everything. And then audio is always like a question with these types of setups. If you're going with an HDMI out, you'll have audio piping into your monitor, and you can just use that and it will be able to be captured if you're using a pass-through setup like this on the stream, but then you have to take your headphones and plug them into the monitor to use the audio pass-through from the monitor. What I'm doing instead is I have a two-way 1/8" analog audio splitter coming out of here, so that just splits it in two, and one of these is just plugging into my headset so I can hear the audio, and then the other one I have connected up to this, and then I'm just feeding that straight into my soundboard. So I have game audio on one channel on my soundboard, my audio on the other channel. This channel isn't used, that's my spare mic. So now whatever's on screen here, including when I go back to full screen gaming, is shown on OBS, and then I've got a mic here for my main mic, and then I'll also be able to see in-game audio too. So that is my somewhat basic streaming setup here. I still have a little bit more to do. I need to make a thumbnail and do some configuration stuff with OBS to make sure everything looks okay. Still got like 2 hours before I'm planning to go live, so hopefully it goes smoothly. I'm gonna just jump ahead in this video and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Wish me luck. I'm very happy to say that the live stream with Civilization 6 went really well, really smoothly. I managed to have enough time to get everything set up beforehand, so audio levels were good. That's always important when I'm live streaming, especially by myself. There were a ton of people who stopped by to watch live, so thanks to any of you guys who managed to do that. Or if you watch the re-upload on YouTube, it's still available if you want to check it out. It's literally just me playing Civ 6 for about 3 hours. And although it didn't get a crazy high amount of views, which I wasn't really expecting, I knew it would have limited appeal, it was enough that I'm definitely planning on doing it again in the future, so I will let you guys know when I do that. I am now setting it for the Tuesday live stream with Kyle, but I do have a few other things to do, so before I end out this video, I'm gonna hopefully accomplish those things. Arctic Panther's still over there because I'm gonna use it for the live stream today, but I need to do a new pre-roll. This one is from ADATA, and ADATA has apparently sent me a laptop. This is just a loaner laptop. I am going to be taking some footage of it for the pre-roll ad, and then I will be returning it to them. Whenever I do pre-rolls on my channel, sometimes I shoot the footage, sometimes the company I'm doing the pre-roll for sends me the footage, but this is the ADATA XPG Xenia 15. Xenia? Xenia? Xenia. This would appear to be a 15-inch laptop, and there are no other specs to speak of on the outside of the box, so let's just take it out. Now, ADATA has paid for some pre-rolls on my channel. They did not pay me anything for this, by the way. This qualifies as organic content because I happen to be making a video about the things I'm doing this week, random stuff here on my channel, and this happens to be one of the random things. Look at those accessories, though. And there is our Lappy Poo with the XPG logo. Ooh, very reflective covering there, too. Game to the extreme! Pretty sure that sticker can be removed. This part's fun, though. Always so satisfying. Let me just peel this off. And there is the ADATA XPG Xenia 15. It's got pretty decent system specs. There's a i7-9750H CPU in there, 32 gigs of memory. It's got an RTX 2070 Max-Q. First impressions would be that it's not terribly heavy as gaming laptops go. I would also say that it's got a pretty nice clean design. I like the matte finish on the outside, just a bit of an XPG logo with some glossy background there. It does have a reasonably bulky power brick, but it's not terribly heavy, fortunately. And then along the bottom it looks like we got plenty of ventilation, some rubber pads to keep it raised up, more ventilation out the side. And we got like a SD card reader, I like that, some USB 3.0 ports. It does have RGB backlit keyboard, which is obviously very important for a gaming system, as well as a little accent RGB light strip there. I know it's RGB because it started out white and now it's red. Oh, and look, that's Mira, I think her name is. Mira, the ADATA XPG mascot or whatever. Separate mic and headphone jack, I also really like that. On the laptops I have that have the combo jack, I constantly lose the little splitter for it, and I need to plug in mic and headphones separately. Super speed USB 3 port there. Then on the back we do have a USB Type-C out, an HDMI for connecting an external monitor, and an actual Ethernet jack. Cool. So now I just need to get a few nice looking shots of this laptop and record a quick voiceover for the pre-roll. Just getting a shot of me getting a shot of the laptop. So this thing I got years back, and it's kind of my magic bullet for product B-roll, although honestly if I really wanted a better magic bullet I would get probably a motorized slider of some variety, but this is actually made for decorating cakes and like pastries and stuff like that. It's a motorized turntable. Just got a on button here and then a... Wait, how's that work again? Yeah. One of these is an on-off for the main power, and one of these actually switches it on or off. Probably that one. And then this controls your rotational speed. You can go to no rotation, or you can even, I thought you could go backwards. Or you can go pretty fast too, look at that. And that's spin. Nice thing about it though is it actually supports a decent amount of weight. I've actually done like 40-50 pound cases and builds on top of this, and it's got a nice feature where if you stop it, it's okay. It'll keep going, it doesn't hurt it or anything, so you can stop it and push it back a little bit and it'll keep going. And then of course, being able to get a real nice slow rotational speed is pretty key for getting those kind of cool B-roll shots. If you're wondering, this is called the Copy Cake T1000. Apparently it's manufactured by Cyberdyne. Oh yeah, and I made this for it. This is actually from a different Lazy Susan thing that shipped with a very low quality bearing there on the bottom, but I just added some spacers onto that so I can sort of set it on here. And those spacers kind of hold that in place, and that gives me a much larger surface area here with a bit nicer finish to record my footage. Look at that, right? Doesn't this product look more appealing to you now? Is it working? I hope so. Now that I shot all my footage, I just need to record the voiceover really quick, so I wrote up a short script. I'm going to record this capture into OBS using my mic right here. I don't know if you guys are interested in how the sausage is made when it comes to these little pre-roll ads that I do from time to time, but here it is. Blah, 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 blah. Vocal exercises, of course, first. ADATA XPG Xenia. Oh, I also figured out it's pronounced Xenia. Important if you're about to do a pre-roll ad for a product, know how that product is pronounced. The XPG Xenia, Xenia. Here, boy. Hero, come here. Oh, big boy. Sorry, I was just trying to get Hero to move because he's snoring. Okay. The XPG Xenia gaming laptop from ADATA is built for gaming. Built. The XPG Xenia gaming laptop from ADATA. The XPG Xenia gaming laptop from ADATA is built for gaming. The XPG Xenia gaming laptop from ADATA is built for gaming with other features include a mechanical keyboard with optical Additional features include a mechanical keyboard. Additional features include a mechanical keyboard with optical actuation. Thunderbolt 3, Wi-Fi 6, and up to 10 hours of battery life. Click the sponsor link in the description for more. And that's how you make a pre-roll. And with that bit of riveting content, I'm going to cap off this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed keeping up with me as I go through my life and accomplish things, many different small things, not one of which I think was significant enough to make a dedicated video on, but all together, hopefully it has been cobbled into some form of digital entertainment that you guys have enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, then click the thumbs up button. That's always appreciated on your way out. And I'll put some links to things to click on down in the description. At the very least, you can check out my store where you can buy shirts, mugs, pint glasses, bottle openers, and lots of other cool stuff. Thanks again for watching this one, guys, and we'll see you next time.